Hey guys, back finally with another video. I got so many updates to do, it's not even funny. This is a pretty big unboxing today. I was going to do like a big video on what I've been doing the past couple of weeks. I've seen a couple of great shows. I just got a limited pressing of a Dream Theater in today. I'm going to do the unboxing. I'm going to get that taken care of real fast. But I just can't even tell you how excited I am that I finally got this album that's getting ready to be unboxed on vinyl. It is something I've been waiting on for a long, long time. And at Dream Theater, huge fan. Arguably one of my favorite bands of all time. And looking in here, this thing is actually packed pretty good. Let's get this thing opened up. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we got a bunch of bubble wrap, which is always a good sign. All right, let's see what we got here. This is, that almost feels weird. All right, so still in plastic. Majesty symbol. That is actually embossed, so I can feel that through the plastic. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna slice this thing open and we'll give it a go. All right, so Adventures at Dream Theater. I went down to Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh my God, this is velvet. I went down to North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, to see them on their Parasomnia Tour. And I have to admit, it was an absolutely awesome show. Never disappoint when I see them live. That's all I can say. Went down, hung out with my buddy Chuck, and one of my friends from years ago in a previous work life. He has just been a great buddy of mine for going to see incredible concerts. But we saw Dream Theater live. It was awesome. This had already been ordered, but it had not been in, and it just came in. It actually just came in today. Yeah. All right. So it's got like a velvety box. Of course, the Majesty symbol right here. Inside of the box is chromed, which is kind of neat. Then it's got, open up here. This is what it looks like at first. So we got a little bit of just some protective bubble wrap inside. It looks like it. What did this come with? All right, so I guess this is where it's a limited pressing. This is number 8,005 out of 14,000 pressings. This is like, I guess, the artwork that came with it. Very cool. And then we've got, what is this? Oh, came with a little mouse pad. Neat. This is this is not good. So this is the album holder, which there's not an album in this, so that can't be good, right? But it's the lyric sheet for the first. By the way, this is the album Black Clouds, and it's just a killer album. Let's keep going in here and see what we got. This is for the second vinyl, and it's just liner notes, lyric sheets. Absolutely. I mean, it's pretty cool. Now, oh my God, I don't know if this is supposed to have been white, but this is aged if it was a white originally. Black vinyl, thank God. I love it. Looks like this is, of course, with Dream Theater. This is going to be a double vinyl for this album. That's probably, I think it's like 70-minute album. It's a holy smokes. All right, yeah, so double vinyl. Looks great so far. I'm still going. There is something else in here, which this appears to be a, what in the world? That's strange. This is open. It's I think it's the CD book for Black Clouds and Silver Linings. Oh, it's 6 newly recorded cover songs. What? Let's open this up. I don't know why that would be open, but you can see this was like open right here. But the packaging wasn't open. Oh, this is okay. Let's get this thing here, see what we got. So this has got 3 discs. What is this? 1, 2, and 3. What in the world? All right, guys, this is what happens when you get old. You got to break out the glasses, take a look. So disc 1 is the album. Disc 2 is a bonus disc, which if you're a fan of Dream Theater, it has the cover work. Stargazer, Tenement Funster, Odyssey, Take Your Fingers from My Hair, Lark's Tongue and Aspic, and To Tame a Land. And bonus, the third disc is just instrumental mixes. Okay, that's cool. Not a huge CD guy these days, but it absolutely is cool to have. I will tuck that back in. Let's see what this is. There's another little box down here. This says number 4. It says included isolated audio tracks for the entire album. Drum, guitar, bass, keyboard, vocals, and solos. Very cool. Okay, and then I think that's it. So that's the whole box set. I guess it was nothing fancy. I think these things may have originally cost about $100 back when they were first released. It's weird that this does not say anything about 4 discs on here. This just says 3 discs. Sorry about the reflection, but just says something about 3 discs. So that's unusual. I'm gonna tuck this in here if it'll fit. Oh, it doesn't even fit okay, so it doesn't fit in the slipcase. This is just a bonus disc. All right, well, we'll have to give that a listen. Nothing else in the box. This is super cool. I gotta admit, this is something very, very neat. All right, I will have to. All right, so the one thing that I don't like as of right now is the fact that it did not come with the actual, like a separate album cover that I can find. And that's stinky, because that means I got to keep these records in the box. I don't think I like that. I'll just be honest with you. I don't like that at all. But yeah, I opened it up. There's nothing else in this box set. So it makes it a little bit of a pain in the old rump to do this, but you know what? We'll accept it. This is honestly maybe my favorite album by second favorite album by Dream Theater. I should clarify that. My favorite album is probably always going to be Awake. It's the one that I first discovered Dream Theater on, and absolutely never turned back on them since I got the release of that. Looking forward to giving this a spin here shortly. I guess I'm going to get some kind of roller to keep the dust off. This has just been on my lap just now. That's the dust. Oh my God. All right. So that's a little bit of a pain in the old butt. Anyway, I'm going to just quickly give a brief experience situation for the Dream Theater Parasomnia Tour. First of all, fantastic show. It was an evening with Dream Theater. They played for about 2 hours and maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I went ahead and did the VIP that time, and they came out and greeted us. Basically got a poster, got this little bag. Had the guys sign a couple things for me. And the bag came with the Parasomnia album is basically a nightmare. It's about a dream. And it come with some kind of sleeping mask. I gave that to my wife to use if she wanted to, but it came with a dream log, which is kind of cool. This will be the first time I actually opened it out of the bag, but that's what it looks like. It's neat. The feel of this is like a rubber texture-ish type thing. Pretty cool. I don't know that I'll ever use it, but it's actually a neat thing that they did here. And God, I won't be able to get it back in this bag. But yeah, this is. Oh, I lied. Right there's the mask. Little eye mask. It's cheap. Obviously, it's nothing major. But yeah, this was a great experience. A little weird at first when I first got there. The band, we had to wait about maybe 20 minutes or something like that before the band came out, and all of them came out. And I will. I got a picture with the band. I'll probably try to post the picture in this video somewhere. You can see how big of a goofball I am. But when I say big, I'm a giant compared to these guys. It's quite humorous. Anyway, when they came in, I'll be honest with you, they looked tired. There was no smiles initially. It looked like they were being forced to be there, and it was sad. And that was on the picture part, because they lined everybody up to do the pictures first, and you walked up to them, and it was awkward. Like James Labrie looked like he was honestly not very happy or depressed. He might have been angry. We got to hear sound check, and sound check sounded really excellent, so I don't think it was a sound check issue. But we go get the photos made, and then we get back in line to get the items signed. And I got back in line, and when I got up to him, I approached him and had a picture of me and my daughter. I was wearing an old Dream Theater shirt that I had, and had a picture with her when she was a baby. And then we redid the picture whenever she was 16, and it's kind of a joke type situation, but it was something I wanted to share with them. And a couple of them wow, like Mike Portner was like, wow, that's great. And the shirt's, it's an old Dream Theater New York shirt. And I asked him jokingly, I was like, you guys need to re-release this so I can buy one of these for my kids now. And so pretty good conversation all across the table. Thanked them for being in Charlotte and coming to see us. And, they became more talkative as the signings went on. But, I'm going to go, I'm actually going to walk over here and grab the signature thing so you guys can see it. I'll be right back. I'm going to set this here, and let's see here. God, this will fall off if I stand up. Let's stand up right here without falling down. It should be fine. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I think I'd be more professional about this. All right, so now this thing can get out of the way here. All right, so this was I've already got these things framed, but this is the first thing they signed was the Parasomnia Tour poster, if you will. I got all the guys to sign this. This is going on the wall, obviously. This one was already on the wall, and this is the other thing I was pretty proud of. You had a 2-limit thing, so I got everybody to sign the newest album, the Parasomnia album, and I went ahead and got one of these little cases. I got 2 copies of this, so because I'm a dork, and I had high hopes of getting a signature on that album. So I got that signed. It's going to be hanging on the wall. It's one of those situations, would I do it for any band? Not necessarily. As you know, VIPs can be expensive. Depends on what city you're in and where you're at. I've done VIPs with a couple other bands in the past, and one of the most fun experiences I've had was I did a VIP with All That Remains years ago, and I mean, it was a blast. Like, those guys were joking, and we were having, a back and forth talking about bands. I mean, it was weird. It was like the conversation didn't want to end. It wasn't like a quick 2-minute, per person type situation. It's like I got stuck talking to Oli for like 5 minutes about guitar picks. It was hilarious. And we were I had picks in my guitar, just what in my pocket that I had. I showed him some of these. He's like, yeah, this is great. I've had one of these in the past. We kind of went back and forth, and then I went on to the other guitarist, and I went on to talk to the singer, the vocalist Phil, and talked to him for probably like 10 minutes. And he came up to my chest, and I'm a giant compared to these guys. But that was a great VIP session. I did a VIP with Tremonti once up in Johnson City. Mark Tremonti, absolutely fantastic dude. Not a lot of talking in that one, but it was a fun experience. But the Dream Theater, there's a ton of people in there waiting to get signature stuff, and these guys are wanting to get ready to go perform, I know. But like I said, as the signature started going through, those guys became more and more open and jovial and kind of talking and started being, you can see the smiles coming out. So that was kind of cool. But like I said, hopefully I've got a picture I'll post up in here in this video so you guys can see my goofy old butt standing beside these guys or in the middle. And it was like real awkward. I'm like standing there with my hands in my pockets or something, but it was just fun. It was a great experience. But yeah, so basically, one of my prized possessions, Black Clouds, this was on my list. Let's put it that way. Finally scored this on vinyl, out of print for years. And obviously the Dream Theater show, which was just a great experience. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I got a couple more videos that are ready to go here. I'm going to try to release them throughout the week and get a couple more out and share. I got some outstanding deals that some of y'all will be laughing at that I got, but I got a couple of good deals. I found a Facebook marketplace that me and my daughter took advantage of and got a ton of albums for I think it was like $1.73 a piece. Yeah, I don't know, like 40 albums. I mean, between me and her, it's insane. All right. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Like, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Leave a comment. I appreciate any support. Like I said, I'm trying to get some subscribers going here so I can share this love with the vinyl community and see if I can make this YouTube thing work a little bit and get some folks to talk to, man. I'm getting old. I want to share this, and also want to be able to have my kids come out along the line and see videos later, and when I'm maybe on and gone. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. This is Jimmy. Remember, listen with intent. See ya.